Witcher 3 starts out perfect. You're introduced to a massive world where massive creatures roam and take their claims on territories. There's a sense of fear and challenge in this aspect alone. As you travel the land of White Orchard, you hear people call out for help, and you stop to speak with them and help them with their problems for some coin. Even the tiniest things, such as helping an old woman get her frying pan back, feels immersive and draws you into the world. This is where you're introduced to the idea of oils and potions, finding enemies' weaknesses, using your Witcher senses to find clues about what you're about to face, and preparing for fights, something that comes in handy for harder difficulties. I feel like this was the vision. White Orchard would be what The Witcher 3 was all about, and then the game kinda just falls apart and its vision fades. The Witcher 3 tells a beautiful story of urgency, and for that reason alone, the side quests and question marks that clutter the map in Velen and other locations make no sense to exist in the context of the game's story. Geralt needs to get to the bottom of what happened. Why would he waste his time with the problems of randoms and destroying monster nests? There's some great side quests that actually tie into the story, and they're beautiful and fun quests, but the ones there just to attempt to make the world feel alive ultimately feel like pointless grinding. Many times I found myself just skipping through the cutscenes of these quests. This could have been fixed with incentive more than coins, such as weapons and armors like treasure hunts offer. Witcher contracts should have been mandatory obstacles in your way of story progression. These types of things make sense in Skyrim type games where you write your own story, but in The Witcher 3 the story is already established. You aren't an adventurer, you're a rescuer, but as a rescuer there's tons to do to level up so you can take on the challenges that await you. Again, contracts and side quests could have used this idea for benefit, making them feel like training instead of just a job. You can set out into the world to clear up abandoned sites to repopulate them, you can go out to take down beasts terrorizing territories, or just go out and fight random creatures blocking your way to a new undiscovered location. And the combat is satisfying, so fighting enemies never feels like a drag. You can block, parry, roll, dodge, heavy attack, fast attack, shoot at them with arrows, use any of the magic signs to shoot fire through your fingers, use a protective spell, magic traps, knock enemies back, control their minds. So much opportunity and combos that can be played with. And while defeating creatures doesn't grant much XP, they're still worth the fight as enemies drop items for upgrades, crafting, and alchemy. Crafting in this game is really some of the best I've seen. You can dismantle objects for items you need to craft base items for main items. It may feel overwhelming at first, but once you really dive in, it's clever and worthwhile to figure out. You can purchase items from shops and alchemists, or you can explore the beautiful world that The Witcher 3 offers. When you do level up, you can use the skill points in a vast skill tree and choose the perks you want to use, with up to 12 free slots for these perks. This skill tree can be wrapped around your personal playstyle or the style you need to take down a specific enemy, as there are potions to reset your perks so you can respend them. I'm a very aggressive player, so I for the most part focused on combat skills rather than alchemy or magic. There are also races you can do, but your horse annoyingly gets caught up on nothing and will randomly just stop, which can lead to frustration. And now my favorite part of the game,